A lot of people say, like, I know God. God knows my heart. You know, I sin, but he knows my heart. He knows deep inside, like, I'm his. First John chapter 2, verses 3 through 6 says, to know God means to keep his commandments. And if we say we know God, but we sin, we disobey him, then we don't know him and we're a liar. That's what First John chapter 2, verses 3 through 6 says, and you can read it. So that being said, a lot of people, I always hear people say, like, oh, I know my God knows my heart. The Bible says the heart is wicked and it's deceitful. Who can know it? Only God can search our heart and know our true intentions. But does that mean we can stay in sin and do whatever we want because God knows your heart? No, God requires us to be obedient to him. He requires us to live a holy life separate from our dead flesh, our dead selves. He requires us to come out. He says, come out from among them, my people, and be separated. We can't be like the world. We can't try to obtain the things that are worldly or the things that belong to the world. On Judgment Day, when God examines your life and everything that you've said, everything that you've thought of, everything that you've done in this body, what are you going to tell him when he requires holiness, when he requires fruit from you, when he requires a holy life? What are you going to say before him? Because you can't get up there and say, well, God, you knew my heart. Because he's going to say, depart from me. I never knew you. I never knew you. Because to know God is to obey his commandments. And if you live your life not being obedient to him, living life in sin, you do not know God and he will not know you on Judgment Day. And I say that with love because I see too many people, too many Christians say that. And I know it sounds harsh when somebody tries to tell you what, your relationship with God. And I'm just warning people, don't get too caught up in saying, like, I know God because I go to church. I know God because I listen to gospel music. That is not knowing God. Knowing God is having being obedient to him and following his word and having a true relationship with him where you seek him daily, seek his word and his face every day, and you live a life of obedience, meaning you walk in holiness, you walk in righteousness, and you're putting to death this flesh and walking in his spirit. That's to know God, meaning that your old life, your old self, you're leaving all that behind, all that sin. Now, if you're walking with him, trying your best, and you fall, that I understand that. But you cannot live a life of willful, habitual sin, meaning you're intentionally sinning daily, and then you're saying, well, God knows my heart. He knows what I want, he knows my heart, and that I'm good. Then why don't you walk in it? Why don't you do it? Because on Judgment Day, he's going to say, depart from me. I never knew you. Your works are of iniquity.